Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I just your picture. Oh, there, I see it now. It didn't now
Uh,
open. I got you. Hey, Sarah.
Hey. Mm. I explore something, Isaac, with you.
Say one more time. The sound cracked a
Oh,
little bit.
can you hear me okay? Maybe I should
I
get a
can
bit
hear you, but
closer.
just when you sent that last sentence, it crackled right as you spoke, so I didn't hear.
Okay, yeah. I said, yeah, can I explore something with you?
Absolutely.
I just often notice this idea arises that there should be more of a focus on awareness,
Mm.
but then there's something that's just laughs at that. And because, you know, of the efforting of it. But there's confusion there, I think.
Understand. Yeah, this idea of should, um, you know, let's use the metaphor of music. If you have the idea you should practice more, that's one paradigm. If you have the
Yeah.
idea, oh, I love to play,
Mm.
so it's like, to me, it's a love affair. And the moment it moves
Yeah.
into effort, it kind of, it's off track.
I love that you say that. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Um,
Clearly, there's a love of being. And then within that love of being, old ideas of should,
mm,
of,
yeah.
yeah.
And I guess also like within that love of being is like all the mechanisms that, it's like getting things done in a day sort of.
Hmm.
There's a lot of also, I don't know, it's just impossible to speak about in a way, but I guess there's clarity
The
when there's
question,
clarity.
yeah,
Yeah.
so obviously there's an interest in being functional practically. And then
Yeah.
within that, there's also programs of um, drive, I would say it like that.
Definitely. Yeah.
And yeah, so it's like there's always opportunity of, these subtle distinctions starting to show themselves because it is just, whatever it is that practically that you're involved in, that you're enjoying, it's it's like playing music. It's like anything that you're in
Mm.
it and
It flows.
it's flow. Yeah, it's flows. And then there's a way where it gets just like the driver comes in, or the habit of
Yeah,
putting pressure on ourselves. So that habit
yeah,
of putting pressure on
that,
ourselves is such a old pathway.
yeah. I when I tune into it and you saying that, I feel like my system is so tired
Yeah,
from that pathway. Oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Good to recognize it and just, you know, in this moment, you could say there's a recognition of tiredness as a result of an unconscious drive
Yeah.
and an interest somehow to be in life in a way that's beautiful to you. Like, that drive. Yeah, it narrows our attention in a funny kind of a way. And
Mm.
then the only fun is how hard we can drive ourselves. That's how a lot of
Mm. Yeah. And then I sort of notice when there's exhaustion or
yeah,
like overwhelm in the system, it's almost like it doesn't want to stop because
yeah,
it just doesn't want to feel all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say usually there's some old trauma or existential information that's kind of playing in the background there. Because I mean, if you
Yeah.
just look at our ancestry, that's, I'd say,
Mm.
quite prevalent in almost everybody's
Yeah.
lineage, you could say. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
totally. Totally.
yeah, and it's generic, I don't think it's personal. It's just like we all know it.
Mm.
It's like we're all surfing it in whatever way we can, but it's like this recognition of awareness of who you are and just how the cells respond to even just a little bit of resting as that. It's yeah. I mean, that's what I find the beauty of these meetings is, like we come out of our everyday patterns and everyday life and just rest together and usually in a few moments we all drop in a way where there's another quality of enjoying the moment opens up. It's profound
Mm.
and beautiful and simple.
This is like a bit weird, but I had this sense of you being like candy, like the sweetness.
Uh-huh. I got it. Yeah. Yeah, because it's just only pointing at sweetness itself. I mean, that's it. You know
Yeah.
it in yourself. You recognize it in anybody's kind of resting for a moment.
It's such an honor and just so beautiful, Isaac, because I feel like the health issues happening here seem to, be challenging, but in this moment, it doesn't seem to matter at all.
Yeah. That's what I notice in myself. It's just like resting as who I am, everything gets clear. It's like there are no issues, just,
Well, mm,
we're living in such crazy times. I mean, I guess it's always been crazy times, but now we know more about it or we see it, and it's like, and now with AI, you can't even tell anymore what's real or what's, it
mm,
even looks like the person talking and it's not, It's just,
yeah,
okay, wow. What do it's just like this resting ultimately is interesting. And the rest, I really I just realized I don't know what's going on. I don't need to know.
I often just feel like it's humans have always been like that, like war and craziness, isn't it? That's what you're
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. Just exquisite. Yeah. Ah, Henk.
Hello, do you
Hey,
hear me?
Henk.
Hello.
Yes, I hear you good.
Okay. Um,
I didn't check my sound. Is my sound okay?
yeah.
Great. Okay.
The the system is very triggered. The things I'm involved in the last few weeks, and it feels like a bit like war. Um,
So let's just stop right there. So there's a
mm,
recognition
mm-hmm,
of what's going on.
mm-hmm.
Now, just recognizing it doesn't put an end to it, but it's in the right direction.
Um,
Okay, like a thought comes up,
yeah,
and you recognize it's a thought,
yeah.
but not going with the thought is where it starts to unwind. So there's a trigger,
Mm-hmm,
and it's recognized, which is actually quite a big step because a lot of times triggering happens and we don't even recognize it as being triggered.
mm-hmm,
But now, okay, so triggering is happening, and then just watching where something goes with it and keeps feeding it
mm.
and seeing if
What
it's
what what
possible.
what's here now that it's also it's also so very physical. The I feel it. It's the cells are like trembling, like the heart is a little raised,
Yeah.
and that
For
makes it
me, for me, that's always with every trigger, that's what happens.
yeah, yeah, and that
Yeah.
but that makes it like it should go away, and then this thought it should go away spins another thought, okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am bad, or I
Yeah.
should go, or they should go, or
Yeah.
they are bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
You just feel what all of that does in the nervous system.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very, it's
okay,
like
okay.
war. Yeah,
It's like war inside yourself.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you recognize that,
Hmm.
and the interest is peace. Nothing has to change outside. Nobody has to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Just stopping, resting.
Yeah, sadness comes,
Yeah.
and it
And let it
also
come, and let it
also
come, and let it
gets
go.
triggered like,
Yeah.
oh,
Let it come,
my
let it go.
future is gone, and
Yeah.
then all thoughts appear again. Mhm.
Yeah. So you can see that's the way in which, um, without meaning to, we kind of get into a vortex. Functions the
Yeah,
same in me as it functions in you. It's no different in any of us.
yeah, is it?
Yeah. If you don't,
I believe
if you don't,
you are way
okay,
better than me.
go, go to gallery view for a moment. How many people recognize what he's talking about in themselves and their own experience? It seems like there's a lot of people.
Oh
Okay.
man,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's good to see that it's generic. I mean, really, it's like it feels so personal. That's the thing. It feels like, yeah, there's something wrong with me, etc. Other people are different. Other people have got more to get. All of that is part
yeah,
of that.
and I want to be more. I want to be better than everybody. I want to be more.
Yeah.
More like, no,
Well, what
I want to bring peace. I don't want to bring war like everybody.
so what
There is,
we what
there,
what we
yeah,
have is this moment, Hank, just here now.
yeah.
There's a recognition that there's been triggered. There's been
Hmm?
a recognition of how the thinking then goes to the future and trying to solve it and try all of that stuff. Okay, I'm here. There's awareness here. Cool. Nothing to resolve, nothing to do, nothing to work on, nothing to change. Recognizing
I,
all the automaticities of what we could call mind, or the automaticities of the mechanism when triggering happens. It's you just recognize it. The pull of it, wanting to go back to it, wanting, again and again. At the same time, there's a very faint invitation, keep quiet. Don't move.
what if this keep quiet, don't move, gets spinned?
Again, it's just, you've been around long enough to see
Hmm.
that every trigger passes.
Hmm.
It's not real. It's just a frequency that gets vibrated, and then when the whole system goes a bit crazy. And it's like flypaper. Anything you do that touches it, just is like you get in a flypaper, you try and get off with the other hand. Now both hands are stuck. You use your feet, now all the feet are stuck. Leave it, if possible. It's sticky. It's pulling, it pulls, all that. And you can feel there's more space. There's more.
Yeah,
And the beauty is we meet together and then we can support each other in a sense because the pull is strong and sometimes until, we get, who knows, whatever. But having someone just there that says, just keep quiet, it's okay, can be a big help.
Hmm. Hmm. I saw a television program. It was totally, it was about vans in the garden, but
Mm,
and there were very simple people were interviewed, and there was
mm,
an old woman. She was very racist, but she was also very kind. And then
mm,
the story went about her man, her husband.
mm,
He had sugar, and he was walking with the dog, and he was pushed by some young people. They pushed him, and then this
mm,
man said, "I'm going to lay in bed," and then he stopped with his medicine, and then he never came out of his bed again, and he died after
mm,
3 months.
mm. We can see how delicate the nervous system is. We all so sensitive, just, the right
Uh-huh.
touch and the interest in being here in a beautiful way is just leaves, moves into resignation and giving up.
Yeah, I saw that also.
Mm,
Yeah, with, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he probably he wouldn't know it by himself.
mm,
No, he just,
mm.
for him it was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the woman said, "Now I'm alone, but I continue."
Mm.
Yeah, and it was very simple people. Yeah.
And coming back just to here,
Hmm.
just coming back here.
Yeah, there's also a sweetness in it.
Mm.
Uh, yeah. Hmm.
I think.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Ah, Cutie.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Cutie.
Ah, it's good to be here. I felt touched by the previous persons you talked to, and what Yara talked about. I feel very much.
Mm,
It feels very much like this is something that's going on with me. Sort of wishing that this just would be more awareness. And then I think it really touched me when you said this, that this is a love affair.
mm,
And that as soon as there comes in like effort, the love is gone.
mm,
That's really, yeah. And I have quite a lot of this in me, this doing things.
And so how beautiful that can be recognized, you know? You could say a pattern that's probably played for generations, completely identified with, and now there's some distance. And just taking a moment to marvel at that, that's quite amazing. And not only is it noticed, but there's also an interest in not continuing that tradition.
Yeah. And also this you said said about giving up. And that's when all these things come in the system and there's something just gives up about just being here, really
Yeah.
recognizing. That's how I interpreted what you said.
Yes, for sure. Because but what's getting touched, you could say, is old trauma.
Yeah,
It's just like it's too much. Can't handle it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking what you're saying about old generations. I know part of this stuff is from my mother, and she experienced the Second World War in Germany, and I have seen that some of this really was in her system, very, very strong.
Strong.
Just and for pushing to me, just you have to survive, you have to survive like that. Oh,
And you can see that was her way of showing love, but it was confused.
yeah, very. Yeah, it was very confused because I think I was doing fine. Mm. And intertwined with this is this enlightenment thing, looking for something, and it's not for me. I can see it's not healthy. That is not
Yeah, yeah,
official.
yeah. I mean, but that's the difficulty. Is like for most people, there was a recognition suffering is happening, and then it's so rare that we find someone or the instruction, see who you are, really recognize that,
Yeah,
rather than going into working on yourself and techniques to try and get somewhere and all that, because that's the predominant view, you could say.
yeah,
And so, in my view, just to have the luck to come across this invitation, that's a big luck.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and for me, it has changed. Things has changed enormously over the years. I
Yeah,
feel because of this focus.
yeah,
So,
fantastic.
but it comes and goes. I mean, I've had periods when I felt like, I felt really like I don't have any problems anymore, and then
Yeah.
suddenly things pop up, and
I'd say that's absolutely natural. We live in a field, and I would say the field is the human field is carrying a lot of information that is troublesome. And we feel the people around us and the people that are tuned into us. And it's so easy that somehow something resonates with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it seems like, in a way, that's what the Bodhisattva vow was about, was, like, I won't take final liberation until all beings are recognized.
Yeah.
It's a bit clumsy, that way of describing it, but it's just recognizing that we're part of a field, and so we feel everyone, what's going on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bertie.
Thank you, Isaac.
Evangelia.
Good evening.
Hi, Evangelia.
Thank you, Isaac.
Mm. Thank you. Hong Kong.
Yeah, Isaac.
Hi.
There arises a question, or there arises a wish to get your darshan, and then there arises the question, who wants your darshan?
Mhm.
Is it still the needy person, or is this something deeper in me?
Mm. You know, I remember reading something by Ramana where he said, what a mystery. He's riding to the mountain. Arunachala said, you brought me to your feet. You've given me everything. And you've still left me with the wish to come even closer to you.
Wonderful.
You know, it's like, you know, when we speak about darshan, to me, what happens is like when there's a sense of safety, in other words, no teacher, no student, no separation, just the commonality of the love of this. There's an energy exchange that happens that is profound, and we can call it darshan, but it's just love, loving love. You know, it's just, it's not yours, not mine. In my sense, when that flow starts to happen, that benefits everybody. To my feeling, everybody that's in the Zoom meeting is being benefited, and everybody even in the whole field is getting benefited just in this. So, and to me, it doesn't feel like getting anywhere. It just feels like enjoying the love flow and allowing itself to deepen, because it does. To me, it doesn't feel like it's a love flow that objectifies. It's a love flow that dissolves into totality. It doesn't, yeah. Beauty. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ah, Sebastian. Vidal.
Well, now, Isaac, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Great. Now you will get a full report of my life
Okay.
with all that happens. Yeah. Right now in my life, there's a lot of drama. Uh, should I move my clinic and all this? Mm. But somehow it seems like, from where I'm seeing it, it's also just entertaining.
Hmm.
And what I'm amazed about is, some years ago, I would have gone into the drama, and something is still in my thinking mind, mm, trying to lure me into doing it.
Mhm.
But today, when out on the hall here, there's a lot of arguing, I just gently closed the door. And what I've been noticing is that during daytime, it's fine. I have said what I needed to say, what was meaningful. But what have happened the last days is that I'm mm, waking up very early in the morning, 4 o'clock, with let's call it anxiety.
Mhm.
It's because my consciousness is gone when I'm dreaming.
Mhm. Yeah.
But then again, I took it as an opportunity just
Yeah,
to
fantastic. Yeah.
lay there instead of what I used to do, going into some sort of panic or trying to do something. So what happened this morning was that I found myself lying there, not alone anymore, because it somehow I was there.
Mhm.
And I think a miracle happened, because it's it's so it's I don't know what happened, but it seems like at some point I was clearly awake, but everything just disappeared.
Mhm.
It, uh, it's difficult to describe it. It's like I'm here. Uh, it, it was like an empty hole, but there's it's like it not in the old negative way.
Mhm.
It was beautiful,
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
and wow, I feel so lucky,
Mm.
and not in the same intensive way, soft intensive way as this morning, but somehow it's still here.
Mhm. Beauty. Esther.
Perfect.
Hi, Esther. Ah, Julian.
Hello, Isaac. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Julian. Yeah.
The past week, I felt a huge drive to understand what is happening to me, like control the process. I can see that there is a huge uh, drive to get somewhere or to be something. But there is still two things that are a bit, I think, bugging the process. Or whenever I lie down for a long period of time, it feels like the 2 or 3 days afterwards, when I get really rested after that, it feels like there is a lot of change in the body and in the brain. And it does feel like I cannot think anymore. Like I feel super physically different, and also with other people. And it always brings me back to, am I doing too much effort? Is this the right approach? Or I don't know. I guess my question is this normal? Is this part of the process? Or does it mean I'm doing something wrong? I don't know. That's the, yeah.
So try and hold on to that thought. Don't let anything distract you from that thought.
I feel like it's organized, but in such a smoother way than when I'm doing it on my own. It's so frustrating. I mean, in a good way, but it's also.
You know, it's like that statement, who you are, you already are. You're never going to become more you than you already are.
Right.
Are there unconscious patterns at play and old information in the system? Surely.
But it does feel to me as though there is a certain, uh, as though awareness has to travel through the different layers of contraction and meet the present moment. It's like a movement, but a non-movement. So I always get like the paradox of like trying to get behind all the thoughts all the time by recognition. And so it does feel like a paradox to me that there is a path to no path, and I never know um, uh, if I guess
So we're just reconciling now the recognition that who
Mhm.
you already are. And there's conditioning, old trauma, old habits.
Mhm.
Okay. So now the next question is, what facilitates resting as awareness? Does effort facilitate that?
No, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a good recognition. So we're tracking now. Because
Okay.
that answer came from your seeing, not from anybody else telling you.
Mhm.
There was a seeing that resting is effortless. Resting is who you are is effortless.
Mhm.
And in that resting, for sure, thoughts will arise. Old mechanisms will show themselves. So what gives the capacity when those things rise if we just say, not interested? I'm interested in resting. I'm not interested in fixing anything, working on anything, trying to change anything.
I think it's a kind of acceptance or love for it, this love affair that you speak.
Yeah. I mean, there's a deep recognition that trying to change it, trying to fix it, all of that just doesn't work. So what we're talking about is like, whatever these mechanisms are, they self-liberate when they're not fed.
Yeah.
They're not real to begin with. What makes them seem real is when somehow attention goes to them with trying to fix, trying to change, trying to get rid of. That's the way it functions in me. That's the way it functions in you. That's the way it functions in everybody. It's not different.
Mhm. Then I'm completely lost, I must say. I I felt like I was. I feel at some moment I have such different vocabulary of what you're saying, and it feels that I'm exploring still. But I don't know. I guess
Yet what I'm saying, you resonate with, you know it.
yes. I but in practice,
No, it doesn't matter.
no.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, just
Yeah. When you're learning something,
mm,
doesn't matter whether it's complex or simple. When the baby's learning to walk and they fall over, we don't call it a mistake.
mm,
We know it's part of the learning process.
mm. Okay.
And one way I would say this learning that's happening now in you and in all of us is probably one of the most complex learnings for humans.
Mm,
Because there's been generations of running after, trying to fix, change, get somewhere, like
yeah,
solve it.
yeah. Insane.
Okay. There's a lot of momentum behind that.
Yeah.
And what we have is a clear see, okay, who I am, I already am. whatever's still playing in the field of consciousness, resting as awareness is the
Resting. Yeah.
mm,
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome. Thank you. Simran. Ah, Samuel. Hey, Samuel.
Hey,
Oh, James. Hey, James.
Namaste, Isaac. Yeah.
Namaste.
I'm just reflecting on just reflecting on how kind of like zooming out, looking from outer space. Back at the Earth, it would appear as a kind of matter, it would appear as a kind of speck, and we wouldn't even be visible. And yet, somehow it's the same intelligence running. Whatever's running the planets and orbits is running us. Yeah, who knows why? Namaste.
Namaste. Bas, thank you for hosting. Thank you all for being here. Love, peace, beauty. Ciao.